Well, here I am on the scenic train ride from Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan, up to, I guess it's called Balykchy. I'm going to travel for 3 or 4 days throughout the Pearl of Tien Shan. It's in the northeast of Kyrgyzstan. It's the Issyk-Kul Lake Region. It's surrounded by beautiful mountain ranges, and it's considered to be the real jewel of the Tien Shan Mountains because it's located on this huge lake of incredible beauty. It's a favorite vacation spot not only for residents of Kyrgyzstan, but also for tourists from many different countries. So the train ride is going to take me through the bottom end of the Tien Shan Mountain chain. The Tien Shan Mountain chain separates Kyrgyzstan from Kazakhstan, and the mountain chain itself jets out from China. So this lake is actually really close to the Chinese border and the Kazakhstan border. And right now it's summertime. It's really hot. It's about 34 to 35 degrees C during the day. But this particular area of Kazakhstan is known to be very healthy. The air is really good, and the wonderful saltwater lake of Issyk-Kul is considered to be one of the healing property places of the region. Okay, I just arrived in Balykchy, which is the current name, apparently. Balykchy is the old name of this city that's on the southwestern shore of Issyk-Kul Saline Lake in Kyrgyzstan. Just got off the beautiful train, and now we're going to have a look around and find us a place to stay and maybe go check out the beach. I'm just going to walk into the Green City Center walkway, which is going to take us down to the Issyk-Kul Lake in Balykchy city, and check things out. It's a beautiful day, lots of people. So my first time here, so this should be interesting. Lots of guys trying to drum up taxi business. I really like these little stores down here. I don't know if you can tell, but those are actually sea cans that they've converted into little stores. Just put wood on the outside. There's a lot of them on the other side of the fence, which I noticed when I walked in here. So clever use of sea cans that come in here probably on the trains. But this is also a major pork facility apparently on the lake. These guys got ice cream and flavored crepes. Look at that. I always like to check out the prices on places, especially around tourist places. So the chicken burger down there is about $2 American. And then, oh, look at the beef, sliced beef on a bun there, $2. That's actually pretty good price in a tourist place, I would have to argue. $1 for fries, $1.50 for chicken nuggets, 12 pieces of chicken for $4.80, which works out to be about $5. That's pretty good. So these are called jitsai, loaded with green onions, some kind of green vegetable, and meat, I believe beef, some herbs, and wrapped in a pastry and then steamed. Is it ever good? There's a huge walkway down here with palm trees all the way down. Lots of tents here. Looks like people are allowed to just come down here and pitch up their tent for shade and camp here. Oh, look at that old plane. Let's go check that out. Now, I have no idea what kind of plane that is. It does have, it looks like a Kyrgyzstan flag on the back tail. Must be an old Russian airliner. I don't see a plaque or anything here for it. Maybe it made an emergency landing here on the beach one time and they just left it. Look at 3 engines on it. Issyk-Kul Lake is a huge saline lake. It's in the West Tien Shan Mountains, northeastern Kyrgyzstan. The Tien Shan Mountain chain is an outskirt from a mountain chain in China, and this part separates Kyrgyzstan from Kazakhstan. This is actually the third largest saline lake in the world. It's about 180 kilometers long and I think about 60 kilometers wide. Its maximum depth is about 668 meters, which is almost 3/4 of a kilometer. So I guess from that, it's considered to be the 8th deepest. It's the 11th largest lake by volume. But again, the 3rd largest saline lake. And it's quite the summer extravaganza down here. Doesn't look like those guys have been in a paddle boat before. So I'm still cruising around the city of Balykchy, and I'm just walking actually in the area close to the hostel I'm staying in. And I noticed there's these great street art here. There's paintings on the buildings, paintings posted on street corners. I thought I would come down and cruise around and have a quick look. It's very, very interesting. And then I also see some sculptures and monuments on a street corner. So I'm gonna have a look over here. Look at that. Now, if my research is correct, this is a monument to Issyk-Kul Lake, or in Russian, Karalev. It's very interesting. They have the 2 leopards on either side, just like the Queen Tomana's story in Kazakhstan that I mentioned in an earlier video. Now, from what I understand, this Issyk-Kul Karalev is a historical person who's, I guess we'd say, a Kyrgyz. Is that correct? Would I say Kyrgyz? No, Kyrgyz. The Kyrgyz people of East and Central Asia. This fellow here apparently lived in around 1900 or 1880. He was reciting the famous Manas epic story. So Issyk-Kul Karalev is a famous Kyrgyz epic storyteller. The epic poem Manas was 500,000 lines. It's a very famous story in history to the local peoples of Central Asia, and it's also obviously dear to the heart of the people that are in Kyrgyzstan. About the story of this fellow, because I thought it was quite interesting. Now, Manas, the epic poem, actually it's called, is about the hero of Manas. Apparently it's from an original Persian manuscript from the late 1700s. It's supposed to represent, they say, a story from like 700 AD or something. There's dispute over this. Like, how could somebody know a 500,000 line poem without it being written before the late 1700s? That's the dispute from some Western historical narratives, actually. But the local people here seem to have no problem understanding that, because there's lots of ancient epic stories that are recited by memory through poems and songs that are passed down through generation. So the story itself, the hero Manas, is about an ancient man or leader named Manas from this area, his son Sametea, and his grandson Setaek. Apparently, it documents the history of the interaction between the Kyrgyz people of East and Central Asia and other Turkic, Mongolic, and Chinese people that were in the area at that time. So it's probably worth looking into. So I'm going to take a little gander now over to the side and just show you some of the artwork that they have displayed around the street corners here, which I think is quite interesting. So very similar art here that I see in Kazakhstan. The depictions are very similar. The monuments are very similar. So obviously there's a connection between Kyrgyzstan and the people of Kazakhstan. They're right across from each other here. Now, I would assume, of course, that these are probably parts of famous stories that are depicted by art. I'm not sure exactly what they are. They might be in the Manas. It is interesting. Looks like there's griffins again. There's a lot of griffins in the folklore here. As I mentioned in an earlier podcast or video that I did, a lot of the depictions of the ancient armaments of the people here look eerily familiar to what you would see in medieval Europe or even the so-called Romans. But you see these people in this attire that they have here, which is indicative of the Saka people, which were, 500 BC, long before that, and up to about 200 BC, they say, that reigned this area. So there seems to be a connection. But this type of artwork you see commonly all over the city. Again, whether they're depicting just normal history here, folklore, or it's actually of the same Manus epic poem, I'm not sure. So I'm walking along here, and I see what I think is called the Al-Amin Meshit, or Meshit, which means mosque in the local language. So what's interesting to me is this mosque is old school design, I would say. I don't mean it's old. I mean, look at the design of it. Doesn't it look like a cathedral? It sure does to me. I mean, it looks almost exactly the same, but in a miniature version of a lot of the cathedrals that you would see in Europe. The style's similar in North America that I've seen. The difference, of course, is the crescent moon on the top, on the aerial, which I call it. Looks like a transmitting aerial or something. So it's just a very interesting design. The Al-Amin Meshit. Al, which may be Allah, which would make sense. God, and Amen has something to do with God. I'm not sure how the translation works out. That's just my interpretation. So where are we? Karakol. Karakol or Karakol? Kol. Karakol. So I'm with Brian and Mateo. I would call it the lazy hiker tour of downtown Karakol. Because these guys actually do real hiking up in these mountains back there, which there's no way I could do. But they've agreed to take me downtown and look around, and we're going to see what? We're going to see the market, by the mosque, and the cathedral, right? All right. So this is the beautiful view that we have here. I mean, this place is right on the edge of the Tien Shan Mountains, right on the end of Issyk-Kul Lake. So, lots of mountain water running always through these little miniature aqueduct systems they have. Water always running down from the mountains through here. It's a beautiful place, actually. All right. Karakol Monument and the Kyrgyzstan flag, but absolutely no wind today, so we don't get to see it. All righty. Let's continue on our way. All right, guys. Thanks for being so patient.
No worries.
That's right. We're at the Dungan Mosque. It has a very Buddhist architectural feeling. So we have to pay 50 som to come in as tourists, they say. Oh, it's a beautiful garden. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I have a short.
It looks very Buddhist. Okay. So because we have shorts on, we are putting on the long overwear. There's lots of roses here, I've noticed. They have many rose gardens everywhere. Ah, the Turkish Ibrahim Naji Jami. So this is the Ibrahim Naji Jami. Ibrahim Naji is the name of a person. Jami is mosque in Turkish. So it's the Ibrahim Naji Jami in Turkish, apparently. And there's a beautiful apple orchard, actually, in front. So online, it says it's the Dungan Mosque, built in Chinese style in 1910. It's difficult not to point out the obvious. This is a Buddhist temple. It really is. I'm sorry, but it is. Definitely is. Well, we're 100 kilometers from the Chinese border, right? That's a Buddhist temple, man. I've seen hundreds of them. Very interesting. And then they have a makeshift, mosque minaret there. Okay. Very nice. Oh, I just love that. The Asian woodwork on these places is always so beautiful. And you see this work on the edge of the old houses here too. The eaves troughs of the houses have all this work. It's beautiful. Oh yeah. That's entertaining. Okay. He who made for you the earth, a bed spread out, and the sky and ceiling, and sent down from the sky rain, and brought forth thereby fruits as provision for you. So do not attribute to Allah equals while you know. There is nothing similar to him. Just take a walk around the outside. Okay. So I guess we're finished. Beautiful work. We finally get the Kyrgyzstan flag with a little bit of wind, maybe. Oh no. Come on. Oh, not enough wind. See the traditional style of the houses? They all have that little funky woodwork on the soffits. It's all wood. And then, of course, the plaster and brick. Oh, that's interesting. So what the heck is that? Is it a snake? No. Dragon? That's a side entrance to that place. Yeah, very cool. Wow, what a funky building. This looks a lot like what you see in Cambodia and Vietnam, but they have bricks instead of wood here with the structure design. Wow, that's all coffee. Oh my goodness. Okay. This guy is full of cigarettes. Wow. Güzel. Krasiva, krasiva. Yeah. I've never seen so many cigarettes in my life. It's mountain water everywhere. So again, we're in Karakol, Kyrgyzstan, on the eastern edge of Issyk. How can I get this wrong? Issyk-Kul Lake in the Tien Shan Mountains. Wow. So there's at least 10, 15 blocks of stuff in here. Oh. Güzel. Wow. So this is like kind of one big market area, all these streets with lots of little stores and hardware stores, jewelry, pottery, kitchenware, food, little restaurants making traditional yumminess. Yeah. Okay, we're going to try to find a Kyrgyzstan hat. Lots of hats in here. Holy smoke. She's looking. So everything but a Kyrgyzstan hat. Canada, New York, Bronx.
Hi.
Hi. Well, I think maybe your sister or your mother was already helping me. We were looking for Kyrgyzstan hat.
Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah.
Dang it.
She looked already. No. Very helpful, but really? Oh. Oh, traditional hats. Ah, of course.
They're beautiful.
They are very beautiful, but I'm traveling a long time. Just in this, I wouldn't be able to carry it. So I'm looking for just baseball hats as Kyrgyzstan. But I think no. No. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I finally found my new Kyrgyzstan baseball cap.
Hello.
Hi. Oh, two lovely young ladies were being entertained by me trying to find a Kyrgyzstan baseball hat. Thank you. I look okay?
Yes.
It's good?
Very good.
Very good. Thank you.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So she's making, wow, Kyrgyzstan hot dog in a bun. Mmm. Hi. Hi. It's okay. Very cute. Okay, this is Shoe Street. Every kind of shoe, sandal that you can imagine. Boots. Holy smoke. Rubber boots, winter boots, leather, Crocs. Pretty much as far as the eye can see. All shoes, footwear. Kid stuff. Wow. Oh. This guy's got sport shoes. Specializes in sport shoes. Wow. Oh, there's corn on the cob up here somewhere. So 100 som is about $1.10 American. And there's actually some nice ones in here. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. Let's see, you want to have a coffee?
600 milliliter French press is 220.
So
It's like 2 years trading.
$2.50 for a French press coffee in here. But you can see this place is tailored to the Western markets. There's not many locals in here. And the signs are in English, so that should tell you. I'm at the Holy Trinity Church in Balykchy, Kyrgyzstan. We're on the east end of Issyk-Kul Lake. And this old church here, old Orthodox church, is from around 1880 or 1890, I think. So I'm with my two new hiking buddies here. We're going to take a cruise around the outside. And hopefully we'll get a look in the inside too and show you what we see. So this is the Holy Trinity Cathedral. Can we just walk right in? Here it is. Holy Trinity. All right. Very nice. That looks old. Is that made of wood? It is too. Look at that. What's the story?
It was finished in 1895, and I read like a comment that it wasn't used in the church actually for a couple decades, and now it was used elsewhere.
Yeah, it definitely looks old. It doesn't look like they've been maintaining it. There's not much paint going on it, but it's still in pretty good shape. It's probably made of hardwood. Wow. Take a walk up this way. It's all locked up. And we got lots of sun on the windows. So I'm going to try to go back over here. So that's the painting. And it is covered and closed with glass over top of the huge doors. Those doors are, oh my God. Go walk up there just so I can show what the size of those doors are. Thanks, Brian. So you're about
170 meters.
So you're about 5'7" feet. So that's about 10 feet high, a little more maybe. Okay, Brian's got some more info. He's Mr. Internet. What else did you find out?
The church was used between 1970 and 1947 also as a school, sports hall, theater, and a coal store.
At a what store?
Coal.
Coal store?
Coal. C-O-A-L. I don't know what it is.
Wow. So this was like, well, I guess it was a major community center and it was used for many different functions for many years. Yeah, it does look like the Orthodox domes in the top are a lot newer than the rest of the structure. Back entrance. I'm going to take a little bit of a backtrack over here, and I've got power lines right in front of me, so I can't go back any farther. Oh, beautiful old building though, either way. Beautiful courtyard, different painting. "13 people there with Jesus holding a child, and is that supposed to be the Virgin Mother laying down there with the halo on the bed and Jesus holding the baby? That looks like an old bell tower, doesn't it? The other side of what I'm calling the bell tower. I would like to see them do some preservation on it, because it is very nice work. At the Holy Trinity Church, I think it's from around 1880 or 1890 in, oh, Jesus Christ. Why do I keep forgetting the name of this town? Calico.